negative b, so you're going to just pick up the coefficient, b, divided by 2 times a, divided by 2 times whatever your a is.
Oh, so whatever the number from the x is, you just divide by 2.
Let's look, negative b over 2a. We're going to work it with a problem. For instance, if we had a quadratic equation, x squared minus 2x minus 3. What's our b value?
Wait.
Our b value,
Oh, I meant to say.
negative 2, just the coefficient. Okay, now it says negative b, so if b is a negative 2, then negative b would be a positive 2.
Yeah.
So that would be 2 divided by 2 times a. What is a?
X.
The coefficient. 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. So that would be 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That means the x value of our axis of symmetry, meaning our axis of symmetry is going to be at 1. Meaning that instead of your axis of symmetry or your vertex being on 0,
It's going to be on 1.
it's going to be on 1.
Awesome.
That's what happens when you have other stuff added on. Your parent function, x squared, your axis of symmetry would have been at 0. But when we have all of this, then your axis of symmetry becomes 1. Now, in order to find the vertex, you know your vertex is going to be on the axis of symmetry, right?
Yep.
You just substitute 1 back into your formula. So, I would have 1 squared minus 2 times 1, right? Right?
Yeah.
Minus 3. 1 squared is 1. Minus 2 times 1, minus 3. So I've got 1 minus 2, that's negative 1.
Yes.
Minus 3 is negative 4.
I knew it.
So, what we have is when x is 1,
Hold on.
y is negative 4.
Oh,
Okay? So when x is 1, y is
I'm smart
negative
like
4, which means
So,
your vertex would be at 1, 1, 2, 3. Your vertex would be here. Okay? Everybody with me?
yes.
That's not hard to do, right?
No, it's easy.
Okay.
But it's a little tricky since you can't math on the
Man, my quit ain't nobody asked you.
Now, let's think about if we wanted to graph this, rather than just get points all over the place, the things we know. I'm looking at this, my A value is a positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, so I know it's going to look like this, right?
Yes, it's my baby.
So, I'm not going to worry with finding values down here below this point because I know that my parabola is going to go like this. So I'm going to worry with finding points up this way, okay? So, one point that I'm going to do, and again, I'm all about doing easy stuff. One point I'm going to use is 0 because I want to know if I have x-axes. So when x is 0, I've got 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 3. When x is 0, y is what? Negative 3. So, I know I have a point at 0, negative 3, which would be right there. Okay? Now, if I have a point at 0, negative 3, that is 1 unit to the left of my axis of symmetry, right? I know I also have a point 1 unit to the right because of my axis of symmetry. Would we agree?
Still got my name.
So I know I'm going to point here. And I could also pick a point, I see where it's going, so maybe I'm going to pick a point that is 2. I would have 2 squared minus 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 squared is 4 minus 4
minus 3.
minus 3.
That's
So then x is 2.
All right, all these numbers. What the heck?
Exactly. I don't know what shit, he got like dots on the chart. I don't know what he's doing. Like them little dots.
This is y'all
I'm
got
saying, it's like, I don't need to, I don't need to.
Man, y'all gotta
Okay.
understand. Should do it.
Y'all need to step out so y'all can just
Who's
throw
y'all?
out some.
Yeah, I loaded it all
No, but I'm asking you like I've asked you several times to please sign.
I really didn't think that,
Okay.
but can I get my
Ma'am?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And yet another disruption. All right, now, question.
I was like, you got all these little lines.
Okay.
I know what
Y'all
you
don't
got all
know.
the points, so I'm saying you
I
got
don't
like
understand this
them
right now.
extra lines on
I'm
the
feeling this now.
Okay.
I got 72 in
You know,
class.
like,
Again,
I used to pass my before I color.
what I did, first of all, was I found
Man,
my axis of symmetry. Okay?
that's
Then
how I
we
wrote
did
down
the
this
2
whole
A.
class.
And we said that was 1.
She made me
That is
stand
what
up.
these dots are. That's
Because I was
letting me
asleep.
know,
Did you? Coach, fuck.
that's letting me know that my axis of symmetry is not at 0, it's at 1.
all right, this is all I need to do.
Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Now, I also looked at this problem and I said, okay, my A coefficient is positive. A coefficient is positive. So I knew that my graph was gonna face upward. So I knew that it was gonna go up.
Somebody.
And I also decided, and the thing that you should know, is when I found that my x value of my axis of symmetry was 1, when I found that my b over 2a was 1, I plugged that back into my equation to find my vertex. And that's where my vertex came from, 1, -4.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let's try another one. We'll start from scratch.
He
And
just told me that he has.
guys, if y'all will pay attention to the
He
whole
just told me he has
process,
kids, so he got that.
rather than
Shut up.
having
Right
sidebar
here.
conversations, I think you'll find it much, much, much easier. Let's look at the problem. Okay, well, we can
I'm out. Peace.